Georgia's historical figures and how they adapted. People must survive in the areas that they live in. Sometimes it is easy, sometimes it is hard. Georgia's historical figures learned from and adapted to their surroundings. The Native Americans faced many challenges in how they lived. Creek Indians were forced to move, they were forced out by colonists. They tried to remain free, but it was tough. They were called the Creek Indians because they lived by creeks. The creeks were a large part of where they got food. They also used the creeks for transportation. The Cherokee Indians lived where the colonists lived. This caused many problems. The colonists forced them to move. Most were forced out of Georgia. They took the Trail of Tears to Oklahoma. James Oglethorpe started the colony of Georgia. He knew he had to be nice to the Native Americans. He wanted to work together with them. They taught him and helped him with many things. He picked a piece of land for Savannah. The area he picked had deep water so ships could come in. Tomochichi was a chief of the Yamacraw Indians. Because of where his tribe lived, he was close to the colonists. He tried to help them. He wanted to be peaceful with them. Mary Musgrove was a businesswoman. She owned a trading post along the Savannah River. She helped the colonists and Native Americans buy and sell things. She was helpful to the colonists and the Native Americans. Sequoia made the Cherokee alphabet. He moved several times. He learned from the colonists. He learned that they had a way to write. Then he worked on creating a way to write for the Cherokee. The colonists showed him that it was possible. Jackie Robinson was an amazing baseball player. He was from Cairo, Georgia. He had to deal with racism and segregation. He did not let this stop him. He continued to play baseball. Robinson had many major accomplishments in his life. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia. He also grew up in the segregated South. He did not like this. He wanted everyone to be equal. Growing up in the South showed him that segregation was wrong. Juliet Gordon Lowe created the Girl Scouts of America. She had many experiences outside of Georgia. She lived in various places all over the world. When she was traveling, she met the person that started the Boy Scouts. She wanted to make something like this for girls. She created the Girl Scouts in Savannah, Georgia. Jimmy Carter was born in Plains, Georgia. He worked on his family's peanut farm. This taught him about business. He used the business skills he learned growing up when he became the president. He also thought segregation was wrong. He stood up against segregation.